After visiting several times the beautiful island of Sardinia, I found out that it got some of the most beautiful places of all Europe because its incredible beaches such as Porto Taverna, Spiaggia La Cinta, Archipelago of La Magdalena, and much more. However, I was told by a local that I didn't visit yet the most beautiful beach of the whole island, so stay until the end of this video to find out which one. Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel Travel Wonderful. Hello my wonderful people, how are you? I am super excited as I'm visiting once again the beautiful island of Sardinia, one of the most beautiful islands in the whole world and one of the best destinations to visit in the Mediterranean Sea. So I'm gonna be showing you some of the places I didn't previously visit in my previous videos. So like this one I got right here behind me, which is so stunning. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you like this video and remember to leave a comment below. Enjoy the video, travel wonderful. So begin by visiting the area of Stintino, which has one of the most beautiful beaches in all the Mediterranean, if not the most, which is called La Pelosa. So Stintino is this fishing coastal village located in the northwest part of Sardinia, and it is very popular because it has these crystal clear waters which really took me back to the waters that I've seen previously in the Caribbean in some of my trips. So it's definitely worth a visit, and what I like is that it's very wild, you know, you got all these rocks and all this vegetation around. The reason it's called La Pelosa is because the translation will be hairy. So when you see the beach from the aerial drone shots that I'm gonna be showing you right now, you got to see that the beach is surrounded by all this Mediterranean vegetation, which gives this, you know, like incredible touch of beautiful nature. So definitely a must visit. I got to say that from where we are staying in the area of Senori, a very beautiful and quiet town here in Sardinia. It's roughly 30 to 40 minutes drive, so it's not bad at all. This beach, it's important to know that you got to book to come here. Anyway, I'm gonna be leaving you all these details, and the reason why is because it gets so busy that the government of Sardinia had to implement this system of booking in order to allow people to come in here. So yeah, and you can see why. I mean, it's just stunning, and I'm just in the rock parts, so I'm gonna be showing you even more. So if you want to stay in this area where the rocks are, there is no problem, you don't need booking. However, it might be a bit uncomfortable, but if you come here and you don't have enough time, it can be a pretty good option, you know, to enjoy this beautiful seaside. And I'm gonna be showing you the part in which you can stay if you book in advance and you pay, and I will let you know how much it is. As you can see, there's people staying in the rocks, probably they didn't have booking, but you can see that the people can come and relax in this beautiful part still of the beach of La Pelosa. So it's definitely a must visit when coming to Sardinia. And from this part we enter to the part in which you are allowed, obviously if you make the booking. Wow, look at this turquoise color water, it's just impressive. And as you can see, it's very busy, even though they got implemented a booking system. So look at this water, wow, so crystal clear. It reminds me of the water color of Los Roques Archipelago in Venezuela. It's very similar. Definitely it's like taking you into the Caribbean without leaving Europe. At the very background, we got this watchtower, which dates back to the 16th century, and it's still there. It gives a really beautiful touch to the beach. But wow, look at this water, guys. I cannot stop saying it. I'm very impressed, you know. And also the system of booking works that, for example, if you want to come on a Wednesday, you got to book 2 days in advance. You got to book Monday morning from 8 in the morning. So yeah, you need to, you know, be very attentive for this detail. I saw people, you know, that they couldn't enter because they didn't have this booking. So basically after you book, I'll leave you here the details anyway. You can book in advance 2 days, as I said before. It costs 350 euros per person. It gives you access, you know, to the part of the sandy beach. So yeah, it's definitely worth it to do it if you don't want to stay like in the rocks. There is other part with this like blue chairs. However, you have to pay for those ones, and I've been told it's very expensive. But if you got a bit of money to spend and you didn't make it for the booking, so then it's a good option. I will say the 350 euros option is probably the best. You just got to be attentive and book in advance. And you might be asking yourself, so how do they know which people book and which people didn't? Basically, there is a check-in point at the very beginning of the beach, people checking. So you show them your booking and they're gonna give you these blue bracelets. So people that don't have these bracelets, well, they cannot come to this, like part of the beach. So yes, really, really cool. Also services of, like these pedal boats, as I said before. So plenty of activities, perfect for snorkeling, and obviously a relaxed and beautiful day by the beach. So I got to say my experience coming to Sardinia, this is my third time. I got to say already, without obviously visiting the whole island because it's huge. It's the second largest Mediterranean island. I got to say that this is my favorite beach, not only because the crystal clear colors of the water that give you this Caribbean sensation, but also because of the organization to come to the beach. You got booked to come here and make it, a little bit more private somehow, even though it still gets pretty busy. The fact that you have to book to come here make it more organized and obviously more clean in a way. So I will leave you definitely the details so that you can book and come here to Spiaggia Beach La Pelosa in the coastal town of Stintino. Got to say as well that the water levels are quite low. There is a lot of, like sandbanks around, so you can walk quite free. It's in particular very nice for families with small children, so they can, walk around without having to swim. Yeah, look at this, guys. Cannot express enough how beautiful it is. I know very repetitive probably. And look at all the background with the watchtower, the Mediterranean vegetation. Just wow, very beautiful. And you can walk, as I said before, it's beautiful. It's like the Caribbean in Italy, the Caribbean in Sardinia. It's just wow. You can appreciate different tonalities of blue, so the further you go, the bluer it is. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, so crystal clear. Incredible. So if you are a beach lover, as I am, you got to come to the beach of La Pelosa in the coastal town of Stintino. Really worth it. It is important to know that you also got, the signs where you got the website. As I said before, I was going to show you. So it's spiaggialapelosa.it. In order to book from 8 in the morning until 6, well, I recommend you to go at the 8 in the morning and make sure you book it because it's 900 spaces, but they get booked pretty quickly. It's important to know that this service also includes you toilets and showers in case you would like to, and it's in the area of the check-in. And apart from the toilet services, shower services, you go snack bar in which you can order some snacks and some drinks as well, and probably get some drinks now as ours are finished. So yeah, it's very complete, I got to say. Even though you have to book, it's very complete, So showers, toilets, sort of a snack bar. I saw even some restaurants at the very end. So yeah, very, very, very complete beach with all the services needed for a perfect day here in Sardinia. So yeah, as I was saying before, we got the bar just next to the beach. Yeah, I just got one beer, Ignusa non filtrata, which is the local beer of Sardinia. The most popular, the non filtrata, which means it's more, how can I say?
No filter.
No filter, so it's, better. Yeah, it was €5 per each beer. It's not bad considering we are in this beautiful beach of La Pelosa. I think it's not bad. I mean, €5 and, cold beer in front of the beach, not bad at all. So really, really good. You got also here an area for disabled people, which is really cool because it means, this beach has thought of everyone's needs. And, you can come someone in the wheelchair and they will have their exclusive space. So that's really, really cool thing to see and to mention as well, because maybe you come with a family member that is in a wheelchair and you don't know about these things. So it's really, really cool, very inclusive for everyone. I will really say that the best month to visit Stintino and La Pelosa Beach is during the month of September, as it is not as crazy busy June, July, August, the peak times of tourism in the island of Sardinia. And I was told by a local there's no chance you gonna make it coming like in August, as the system of booking for La Pelosa starts from the 1st of June up until the 1st of October, and you got to do it, as I said before, 2 days in advance. So if you are thinking to come to Sardinia in general, I would say the best month is in September. It is busy, but not as crazy busy as the previous months I mentioned. And to be fair, if you are with your friends and family, you know, September is much quieter and easier to enjoy the paradisiac beach of here of La Pelosa and of all Sardinia in general. Easier to find parking, easier to find accommodation, easier to find spots in the beach. So September, I would say, the best month. Beginning of September, still pretty hot weather, 30 plus degrees, not 40, 50 as it's been, you know, marked in some months here in Sardinia. Like I've been told, like there was a day there was 50 degrees in August. I think that's too much. 30 degrees plus is, you know, the actual good weather temperature to enjoy. Another important place you can visit when coming to Sardinia is the beautiful city of Alghero, which is an historical city which dates back to the 14th century, and it is often known as Little Barcelona or Barceloneta because of the interesting fact that it was founded by the Catalans. And as you can see behind me, we got these immersive walls, which is the Tower Garibaldi. And it is important to note that the Catalan language is still spoken in this city. And actually I've been told by a local that they consider themselves more Catalans than Sardinians or Italians, because they were actually founded by the Catalans back in the 14th century, as I said before. We still can see in the city influence of the Catalans in architecture, in the culture, and even in the language, as I said before. So let's have a look together. Something I really like is that everywhere you go, every little alley, you find like restaurants, bars, and just on the outside of the main strip of bars, you can also find an amazing boulevard which has views of the sea. You can see boats, speedboats, really beautiful the city. And as I said before, the architecture is very inspired and influenced by the Catalans. You can see the difference from when you are here and other parts of Sardinia. Really, really interesting here in the beautiful city of Alghero, in the beautiful island of Sardinia. The historic town of Alghero is surrounded by all these incredible ancient walls that date back to the Middle Age, and it is really cool to see all these walls. They remain pretty much intact, and apart from the walls, you got all these ancient weapons that were used to protect themselves from probably pirates coming from that side to here. And we got also these catapults. Really, really cool to see. Very beautiful architecture, very nice vibe here in Alghero. And obviously, apart from bars, restaurants, there is a lot of gelaterias. So we couldn't leave Alghero before taking some ice cream, without taking some ice cream. So well, I have ordered Nutella and Nocchiola. So yeah, let's have a try. Very good. I really like it. Really, really good. Wow. I think ice cream in Italy in general is very good. Well, I got to say this one is amazing. How's yours? And yours?
Pistachio. It's nice.
The price for the big one, which is my one, was €5, and then the small one, $3.50, and the cone, $3. I'm the fat one, so I took the big one.
And which one is your favorite part of this video? Would you like to visit these amazing places in Sardinia? Let me know in the comments below. Activate notifications and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Travel wonderful!